Hello. Check.
Yeah.
Inform, sir.
Leave live stream offline.
No,
Live
it's
stream
still
offline.
coming. లేదు వస్తుంది.
Give me 1 minute. Yes, now it is live. Hello. Yes. Okay, I will inform.
సార్కి ఇన్ఫార్మ్ చేయండి.
Yes, yes, yes.
Are you able to hear in YouTube?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So is my voice audible?
Yes, sir.
Those who are watching in YouTube. Can you just get it confirmed from your friends?
Yes, it is audible. They are messaging.
Okay, then it should be fine.
Yes.
Okay. So how many of them have joined? Is that everybody here could able to join?
Yes, sir. 91 now the time.
Okay. If I open in my laptop, will it be a echo or will it be any disturbance if I open the YouTube live?
Yes, I think so. It will be echo.
Okay, then better I will not do it. Now how many students are there?
104, sir.
104. So it will be not an issue then. So it has crossed 100, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then shall we start?
Yes, sir. We will start.
Okay. So, good morning to all the students. Sorry, there was a disturbance for almost half an hour because I was still in assumption that Google Meet can accommodate 250 because till last month we could able to do it, but somehow it reduced to 100 now. Fine, it should not be an issue. So, but the thing is, if we can have a direct interaction, that would be more good. The reason why I'm saying is this particular subject is more or less related to live interactions rather than just recording and giving it to you. I say I can very well record and give it to you. That is not an issue. But the thing is, the interaction session would make you think in a better way. That is the main point that for which I am just trying out it. Fine. If nothing works out, we'll go for a recording. But let me try. If this works fine, then we can go ahead. But how do I know the responses from the students is one thing. I'll just... Can you just post the YouTube link once again in the WhatsApp group so that I'll try to see the messages?
Yes, sir. Already I have posted.
Yeah. Okay, 144 watching. Fine, I can see now the chat box. Hopefully everybody, it is clear, right? It's audible, right? You can just type in the chat in WhatsApp, sorry, YouTube, where I am able to see. Okay. Now, let's begin. Good that all of you got promoted to your engineering stream, and a warm welcome to engineering. So before I try to go about with the course and all, I just wanted to know from you what is engineering is all about, because you are going to become a future engineer. So before you become an engineer, let us try to learn or understand who an engineer is. So can anybody say what is engineering is all about? Just type in that YouTube chat box so that I can see your answers. Who is an engineer? Any idea? Or what an engineer has to do? Innovation? Innovation? That's it? Come on. You are future engineers. So you should know what you are going to do at the end of your BTech. Development, innovative thing, new things. Engineering is all about innovation. It's only innovation. Constructors of new world, technology, exploring the world, modeling the world, exploration, related techie, creators and makers of all things, ruling the world. Oh, technical development. Okay, how do you become a good engineer? Not only learning, it's a practical thing. Okay, engineering is a practical thing. That's good. Knowing things practically. So what you'll do after knowing things practically? There are a lot more questions. Okay. Getting back to the question that I have given in your WhatsApp group, what are the three assumptions on which your entire science and mathematics that you have learned depends on? People have given various answers like development, experimental, observational, analytical, and so on and so forth. Let me tell you. See, almost you have had an education for almost 12 years, right from your first class till your PUC 2. 12 years of education you had, and you have learned so many things. Do you remember all the things that you have learned? Do you remember? No. Correct. So the reason why I have asked you a question is, it's very simple. Not all the things, something you know, few things you have forgot and all. If you study in the same way, then you will also forget engineering. See, some of you have said engineering is a practical way of learning the things. Now, when you say that it's a practical way, then there is no point in forgetting the things, right? At least all of you remember your name. The reason why you remember your name is you listen it, you heard your name, you spell out your name so many times. So by default, it got mucked up in your mind that your name is so and so. But when it comes to engineering, it is not just what you learn. It's all about how do you analyze it. In your 12 years of your education, you have studied science. And to be frank enough, all of you are 10 out of 10 in your 10th class, for which majority of you would be very proud of it. It's very good that you got 10 out of 10. But how much you have understood the science? When you say that you are at 10.0, people who see that grade will assume that you are very good in your science, maths, whatever you have learned, subjects you have learned in your 10th class, social, everything. But how well you know about your science that you have studied and you got 10 out of 10 in your 10th class? And mathematics, which you have done so many theorems, proofs. At the end, see, my course entirely deals with your science, physics, chemistry that you have learned. It doesn't go beyond that. Maths, physics, chemistry. These three are the subjects with which the entire engineering workshop will go about. See, the point I'm trying to make here from the last 10 minutes is that we are very, in one sense, I can say very proud enough that we feel that I'm a very good student and all. It's good that to have it, but at the same time, that should not overrule your understanding of the concepts in your engineering. Till 10th class, you might have studied so many things and you just remember it and write it in your exam so that you will be able to get marks. But in engineering, it's not the case. In engineering, you understand the concept, you analyze the concept, and then you apply the concept to have a perfect understanding of a particular concept. That is the difference between your 10th class studies and the engineering studies. And your intermediate is a transformation. To be frank enough, intermediate is a time where you transform your way of approaching education in a different mode. Till 10th class, you study 5 times, 10 times, try to mug up, try to remember, just remembering. You don't try to understand exactly. But now, it's not the case. In engineering, it is all about your understanding. Okay, so The reason why I'm saying this is, you may be thinking like, it should be an introduction class again. Why this all is coming about? Before I go for your introduction, let me tell you, you have studied intermediate maths, physics, chemistry, and all. Now, without knowing why you are studying these subjects and how it has been connected to you, there is no point in studying whatever you are studying. Let me be very clear. As long as you don't know why you are studying a particular subject, without understanding why you are studying, how it will be helpful for you, there is no point in learning it. Just a minute, I am getting a call. Well, so you might be interesting to know what is the subject. That is all there. I understand it. But let me tell you, without knowing what you are trying to study, how it is connected to you, this becomes another subject which you try to learn, get some marks, forget it after your exams. If that is the case, there is no need to learn any subject as far as I am concerned. An engineer is the one who understands the basic concept so thorough that his basic understanding is the basis of his career. Any engineer without a strong basic fundamentals is not an engineer, and that is the reason why you see so many engineers without jobs. It's because the same reason. We have a timetable, we have some subjects, we try to learn those subjects without understanding why we are learning it, and at the end of the day, we forget it. If that is the case, you will not understand what the subject is about, and you will not able to relish the taste of that subject also. You will not enjoy the subject. You will try to learn. It's again the same learning process, mugging up and then trying to reproduce it. Then where is the creativity, where is the innovation if that is the case? It's not that engineers are not getting jobs. There are plenty of jobs, but the skill required to do that job is not there in the present engineers. That is a major concern. It's not that engineering is getting downfall. Engineering has a demand, but at the same time, people who got graduated with engineering doesn't have the skills to prove themselves. That is a problem, which have to be understood well in advance. Otherwise, there is, then can anybody say why engineering workshop has to be learned by electronics and a communication engineer? In what way workshop is related to ECE students? Can anybody say? The moment you have seen in your timetable, maths is there, physics is there, chemistry is there, English is there, somehow workshop? And in next semester you will have engineering drawing. What does the ECE student has to do with drawing? Drawing is for mechanicals and civil engineers. Workshop is for mechanicals and metallurgy students. But why ECE, CSC, every department is having workshop? Yeah, tell me. Anybody can answer why engineering workshop for electronics and communication engineer? And for that matter, why you have studied maths, physics, chemistry in your intermediate? To know how to do practical things, to be learn science in practical manner, basic knowledge, practical knowledge. See, for a very simple reason, I can tell you that the moment you say I'm an engineer, we call this as basic engineering courses, engineering workshop, engineering drawing, basic electrical, basic electronics. These are the basic engineering courses, which is a mandatory for everybody. Yeah, engineering is a combination of all branches. Very good. It's a interdisciplinary for that matter. Right. See, when you say an engineer, I am an engineer. Just to a layman, if you go and tell in a village that I am an engineer, and if somebody suddenly asks, "Beta, can you tell me how this fan is made?" Or somebody asks you how this bottle is made, or when you say that, no, I don't know about these things, but I am a electronics and communication engineer. I can tell you about electronics. Then they will ask you, Beta, can you tell me how this phone is made or how it is manufactured, how you are able to receive and communicate the signals wireless through wire, how the signals are getting transmitted? And let us say, as a ECE student or ECE engineer, electronics engineer, if you have a certain problem in signal processing or recording, how do you analyze the problem? So any engineer has to know about the basic thing which is called as a material. How any product is manufactured and what is the material which is being used to it. Okay, for everything, to be frank enough, for everything you require a material to manufacture it, right? And a material having a beauty that there are materials which can remember the shape. And they are called as shape memory alloys. Let me tell you. In future classes, we'll be seeing a shape memory alloy. That means you take a material, you bend it, do whatever you want. The moment you give some amount of heat, candlelight, that heat is sufficient, it will regain its original position. No matter how much you bend and do, except breaking, whatever shape you twist it, it can come back to its original shape. That is called as shape memory. Material is having a memory. So these are the advanced materials. So the point I'm trying to make again is simple. You need to know why you are learning this subject. Without knowing why you are learning, any further matter, any subject for me, without knowing why you are learning a subject, there is no point in learning that subject. Now, the point I'm trying to make again is engineering workshop is a basic course where engineer will learn how the things are manufactured. If you look at your around, you might have been drinking what we call cool drinks, right? From a aluminum can, small tin. You call it as a tins, right? Or beverage cans. How these are made? How different components, how water bottle is made, how about your cooking utensils, how they are made, how the fan or your own electronic components, how the printed circuit boards are made, how they are manufactured, how they are designed. You all know that you take a wire and then do a soldering. Now, what do you mean by soldering? How the material is able to join to your circuit board. These are the things which you have to learn it. And engineering workshop is all about a course which deals with making you understand how things are manufactured. It can be a mechanical manufacturing, it can be components related to electronics, or it can be related to computer science, or it can be electrical or metallurgy, whatever it is. How different components are manufactured, what are the manufacturing techniques that are available which help you to produce a component. Now, if you have to understand manufacturing, you have to understand your physics, you have to understand your chemistry and mathematics. So that's why MPC is required for engineering. Take any course for that matter, maths, physics, chemistry becomes a basic fundamental course for your engineering. I hope I am clear why you are learning engineering workshop. Yes. So don't treat any subject in your engineering as just like an subject that you have studied in your intermediate or 10th class. You have to apply yourself in the course by which you will be able to understand it. Now, the question comes, how do you analyze it? I have given a question like, what are the three assumptions on which the entire science depends on? None of you could able to answer it correctly. None of you have answered it correctly. Again, you are a 10th class topper with 10 out of 10 in your science. But at the end of the day, you could not able to answer what is the assumptions on which your science is dependent on. How do we address it then? We learn. See, nobody will teach you how to analyze it. They will teach you what it is. But you are the one who have to apply your mind intelligence and then understand and analyze it. There are three things that an engineer should do when you are trying to study your engineering subjects. See, in first year you will be studying only a basic courses, but then second year onwards you will be studying your core courses. How do you understand those subjects? First is you have to analyze, plan, and then execute. This is the way you learn engineering. Without analyzing, without proper planning, if you try to execute it, you will be a namesake engineer. Don't mind, I'll be using these words not to demotivate you, but it's a thing that I have to tell you. Now let me tell you what are the assumptions. The first assumption that you take, as I answer these assumptions, you will say, oh, I have seen it, I know it, but you don't know that is the answer for this question. The first assumption in your science is everything can be expressed in mathematical terms. This is the first assumption. That is the reason why for every theory the proof is in mathematical terms. Have you seen any theory without mathematical terms proof? Say yes or no. From your 10th class, you have seen like all the theories are being explained in terms of mathematical terms. There is a proof, mathematical proofs. And the second assumption is in your maths, when you are doing derivations, at certain point, you will be writing neglecting higher order terms. Hope everybody have written neglecting higher order terms. Why you are neglecting higher order terms? Any answer? When you write any exponential terms, you'll say neglecting higher order terms, and then you take only the first two terms. Because the second assumption says that all the mathematical expressions can be simplified into a simple terms. Because the more you take the terms, the more it gets complicated. So in order to make life simple, in all your theories, you try to neglect the higher order terms because the effect of those terms in terms of the performance is not that effective. There will be effect, but in terms of the performance, the effect of those is negligible. So we try to neglect those. And it makes the calculations easy, as you are saying, correct. So in order to make life simple from the complex, we try to neglect it and make the calculations simple to get a required result. So that is the second assumption. And what is the third assumption? First is everything can be expressed in mathematical terms. Second is reducing it to a simpler terms. And the third one is can anybody guess? As I have told you two. Third one is known to everybody, in fact. Third one is it's valid in all time and space. That is the reason why any scientist who have done and proved a theory in US, we are studying it. Or whatever theory we are studying, we are able to, somebody else is studying. So whatever theories that has been produced or proved here, it is considered to be valid in all time and space. That is the third. Okay, somebody is saying you are not able to see me. Okay, let me are you able to see me now? I've opened my video. I don't know. Am I visible?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Okay. No, but I think in YouTube they are not able to. Maybe we'll try to sort it out. No issues. Okay. I understood. Yeah. Video and screen sharing is not visible. Fine, no issues. Okay. So in engineering workshop, we will be learning different manufacturing processes right from starting. I'll share you the class-wise summary sheet that I have prepared. So in each class, what is that we are going to learn? This subject can be best understood when we have an interaction, because I explain the concept and then I'll try to maybe now. Now you are able to see. No problem. No issues. No issues. Okay. Listen now. So we will be starting with different manufacturing processes right from casting. So if you have to understand these concepts properly, then it would be, I prefer it to be more of an interaction session where I explain the concept, then I post a question, and the moment you think, you will be able to understand the concept well. In recording mode, yes, I can give it to you. I have PPTs ready. I can record it in half an hour and then post it in the LMS. That is not a big deal. But the problem is, if I explain everything directly, you will not be having any scope for you to think. Unless and until you think out of box, you can't get innovative ideas. That is the main point I'm trying to. So just let me know, how shall we go about? Probably one way is this YouTube is live seems to be good, where I can ask you a question and then you can answer in your chat box. Any other way you want to suggest? Somebody can suggest if this is fine, YouTube live direct, so that. But the thing is, will you be able to see the screen? I'm just trying to share the screen. Just let me know if you are able to see my screen. Are you able to see the screen which I have shared? Yes. Okay, but the thing is, okay, just a minute, then I'll close this and open. It's still there. Meanwhile, you can suggest. I'm just trying to open my PPT so that if it is visible, then we can go ahead with this YouTube live where I can explain and then I'll ask the question. You can answer in the chat box. That becomes very easy for me to interact in one sense. Are you able to see the PDF file that I have opened? We are facing a lot of problems with Moodle. No, sir, no. Now, can you see this engineering workshop session wise theory syllabus? First one, introduction to casting, tools used for casting. Yes, no, yes, no. Some are saying yes, some are saying no. I don't understand. Is my PDF visible? Not clear. It's blurred. Okay, how do I make it then? Please increase your resolution of YouTube. How do I increase the resolution of YouTube, Nana? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me try a PPT. Is my PPT visible now? Is the PPT visible? Can you just answer? Is it clear? Not clear, not visible. Clarity is missing, blurred.
Sir, it's better to share window, not the entire screen.
Now, okay, I'll just try that. Now, how about it? Is the PPT visible now? Okay, still it's you're presenting your screen. It's taking time. Yeah. Rachana, can you just say whether it's visible? Sai Rohit?
Sir, it's visible, sir.
In YouTube also it's visible?
Yeah, yes, sir. But not clarity.
Oh my goodness, not clear. Then how do we address that issue? Okay, if it is clear, I think then we can go ahead with the same thing, right? YouTube live, that would be more easily we can interact in the class, just like a class. Meanwhile, if anybody else is having any idea like how can we directly interact with the class, because Zoom 100 is the limit, Google Meet 100 is the limit, WebEx is also a paid version. MS Teams, I don't know whether you can join it that because we don't have license is expired. Go to settings, change to 720 pixel. Where is that settings? Can anybody help me out? Which settings I have to change? 720 pixels. Okay, I'll try to sort it out. So then 1st January is holiday. So do you know when the workshop slots are there in your timetable? Which date, which time? Better I'll try. Probably I'll try to create own YouTube channel so that it becomes easy for me if I have to change any settings. We will open it and we can listen through it. Okay, that is also a good option. I'll post all the PPTs in the LMS. You can download from that, and once I open it, you also can open in your system or laptop or mobile, whatever it is, and then we can directly have the session. That should be fine. We'll make one more trial session probably on 2nd January. Is that fine? I hope. Oh, students have to change the pixels. Okay. Okay, then I'll try to chalk out any other method that I have possible. If everything is closed, then I'll go with the same recording. But let me tell you, direct class would be more effective than a recorded class. That's for sure. Because this is more a practical subject. It's not a theoretical subject where you can just try to understand it. It's more a practical subject. So if you have to understand the concept, it should be a more interactive session where I question you, you answer it, and then we analyze it. Okay, scroll the PPT. Okay, I'll try to scroll it. Are you able to see now? I've changed the slide. Okay, we don't want Moodle. Don't worry, even I am not going to use Moodle that effectively. because I need a direct interaction. That's the reason why I'm trying all these options. Otherwise, I could have easily record a lecture and then post it. Doesn't matter whether you see it or not, but that's not the point. If you are trying to learn a subject, my point is very clear. You have to understand it. There is no point in learning something which you don't understand. I'm just trying to play a video, just see whether it is clear or not. Was it clear? Are you able to see the video? Video is sufficient, audio is not required. Okay, fine then. So when shall we meet on Friday? Sorry, Friday is a holiday, right? Yeah, actually, if I put in a full screen mode, it will come in a full screen. But since I haven't done that, so I'll increase the video size for sure. Subtitles are not clear. I'll explain. You don't need so much to worry about that because I'll explain from the video. You just need to have a video clear. Audio is not required. Audio, I'll take care of it. My voice is, audio should be clear. That's it. I'll increase the screen size. That should not be a problem. Okay. So probably next we will meet on 2nd January as per your timetable at 2 o'clock. Is that fine? We will start our first introduction to workshop class with the casting process. On 4th January. Why? My classes are there as per your timetable. My classes are on Friday and Saturday. And by the way, let me tell you, it will be a combined class of ECE and CSE. So all the 600 students would be there. Okay. See you then. See you on Saturday, 2 o'clock. Same YouTube live. I'll share the link. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. I think you can close the YouTube link share session, Nana. Thank you. Thank you, Sai Rohit and Rachana.